Greetings to you, fellow Zambian citizens. Greetings to my family, the people of Luapula. Today, I am winding up my visit to the province of Luapula. Even though I have decided to cut short the visit, it was my intention and my desire that I would go all the way into Chienge. Many of you would know that my father comes from the two areas, Mununga and Chienge. And so that is my home. That's the home of my father. And it was my desire that I go and see my two parents, Chief Puta as well as Chief Mununga. Now, of course, because my intel tells me there were some, elements, prophets of, or rather merchants of doom who wanted to ambush or attack me. And so I've chosen safety. After all, I'm not good dead in as far as contributing to the country is concerned. Now, there's been a talk about having meaningful conversations between those who are in charge, vis-a-vis the UPND, and some of us who are on the opposition. Okay, I can safely say that I now understand, I have appreciated the challenges of Luapula today, and so I want to make a few propositions to my friends in the UPND today, and I hope that I sound as objective, because there is an issue of objectivity, even though there's a very thin line in regards to what is objective and what is not objective. And so I want to make this proposition. I want to throw this to my friends in the UPND. Please don't rush into commenting. Understand my proposition, and then we can have a meaningful conversation. This comes, of course, like I said, in the wake of this cause. Let us start having these gentlemen, conversations. Let me start by suggesting this. Look, as opposed to the UPND leadership coming into Luapula to insinuate and suggest that the people of Luapula suffer from mental poverty, imagine the UPND getting into Luapula, calling for an Indaba, traditional leaders, residents of Luapula, and those that may be from Luapula but living, far away. Imagine calling different stakeholders who have an interest in the prospects of Luapula, sitting down to a conversation in regards to what opportunities exist in Luapula, which Indaba should culminate or can culminate into having, resolutions, and followed by a technical committee that should be able to spearhead, proposed, resolution in as far as development of Luapula is concerned. I'm raising these because Luapula is the poorest province. The state of Luapula would shock you. Right now, Luapula doesn't even have a proper access on all ends. The road from Mukambo, that is Mufrira, into Chembe, is completely gone. The road from Tuta is completely gone. The only road that remains, perhaps, is the one from Luwingu. Okay, it has some semblance of normalcy, if there was such, a statement. Now, imagine sitting down to look at the potentials. Let me highlight a few potentials that I have so far been able to identify. You know that Luapula, as a starting point, is a home to arguably the biggest water bodies in the country. We are talking about the beautiful Bangweulu Lake. We are talking about the beautiful Lake Mwelu. We are talking about Luapula River. Okay, imagine investing in these water bodies by way of inviting the private sector, working with government, institutions like NAPS and Workers' Compensation, to invest in hotel facilities or, accommodation or lodging facilities along, Lake Bangweulu as well as Lake Mwelu. Imagine the Ministry of Tourism then going out to attract international event organizers, those organizers who organizes water sports. I'm talking about water rafting and the others you can think of. Imagine Luapula hosting those major tournaments around water. Water rafting as an example. Okay, imagine how much revenue the country would earn. Imagine how much employment it would create to the people of Luapula. Imagine how much wealth would be created into Luapula or be pumped into Luapula. Imagine on top of that, investing in building an airstrip in Samfya as well as in Nchelenge, so that flights or airplanes can go into Nchelenge and into Samfya, as was proposed by